trying to get to the message. Hey fam, oh my God, oh my God. Look at my favorite people in the house. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at you guys. Oh my God, I love it. I was trying to get to the comment section, y'all, quickly before we started so I can send you guys a message, okay? That's all I was trying to do, send a quick little message. Queen Dra, I see you in here first, girl. How are you? Look who's in the house, Queen Dra. Thank you so much, my love. And thank you, listen, thank you so much. I see every day once I have a video posted of, you do not hesitate. You and the rest of the family, you guys do not hesitate to go in and show me love. Listen, I so appreciate it. Queen Dre, you be the first most of the times. Miss P, you always in there. Look who's in the house, Miss P. Shout out to Miss P, one of the biggest supporter in here. Listen, I so appreciate y'all so much. Carol is here. Miss Connie Barnes is here. Deandra, listen, guys, give it up for someone new in the house tonight, y'all. Deandra is new in the house. Welcome, 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 Deandra. Do not hesitate. Throw questions in the comment section. Ask questions. Be free. And do not hesitate. I forgot that I have this other camera over here. Because y'all know, I be trying to do something, right? Okay, so let me record this one. Good, I think that's going. Listen, Mag's in the house. Mag's in the house. Hey. And I see Kaya is here too. Guys, whoa, I love it. Welcome, Dee. Welcome, 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 Mags. Look at it. Everybody's in the house tonight. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining tonight. If y'all didn't get y'all juices, y'all coffee, your tea, anything, I suggest I'm going to give y'all about 5 minutes to go grab something because you're going to need it tonight. Okay? Grab something, get something, grab something. Listen. I got mine. I told y'all to get prepared. Listen, I told y'all to get prepared because tonight we are in here tonight. We are going to talk. And listen, disclosure. I didn't even say no greetings or anything yet. But quick disclosure. If y'all got children within 5-6 feet, social distancing, please. Social distancing right now, please. Thank you. No kids. No kids. It's not kids friendly, y'all. Not kids friendly. Not tonight. I'm sorry. I feel grown. How about that? And if any one of y'all know my mama, do not send this to her. Not this one. Not this one. Okay. Do not send this one to her. And I do have a special guest coming in because she about to drop the tea, y'all. She about to drop it. Okay. So we ready for her and we going in. Y'all, I bust out the red lips today. Okay. What y'all think? Bust out the red lips today, y'all, because we about to talk and we're about to get it in. So, hey, it's your girl Nessa. If this is the first time to this channel, welcome, guys. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you all so much for hanging out with me tonight, sharing your time with me at that too. I so appreciate your time. And if you're a new subscriber, if you're new to the channel rather, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Do not hesitate. Share a comment. Drop a comment, share the video, the content with someone, share the information. Listen, you are welcome here. You are family. Welcome to the Healing Your Silence family, where we tap into unhealed wounds because they have left us broken for so long. So we're no longer staying in that broken place. Instead, we are healing these wounds, okay? So I so appreciate you guys so much that you could be here on this channel, living in your truth and utilizing your voice to see that you do have a voice and it's valid. So we're going to talk about stuff and we're going to get into it. Do not hesitate. Ask questions. Get into it because we are going in tonight. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes. Grab something. It could be water, it could be juice, it could be ice. I don't care what you grab. Grab something so you could sip and enjoy this tea before it gets cool. Okay. Without further ado, I'm gonna invite our lady on here, Stacy, and I'm gonna let her tell her handle. She's from TikTok, y'all. Y'all be sleeping on TikTok. Listen, Miss P is in the comments. Miss P, go ahead and drop your TikTok handle in the comment, please. Y'all go ahead, follow Miss P. She's going to drop it in the comment section. Y'all follow Miss P on TikTok. My name is the same, Healing Your Silence, on every platform, so y'all can always find me. But Miss P is going to drop her handle, and y'all need to go check out her page, subscribe, show your girl some love, okay? But guys, without further ado, do you guys see our topic tonight? Now, you know, most of the times your girl is like this, you know, hairstyle looking like this. But tonight, everything is going to one side because I got to give y'all Nessa. Okay? Okay. Just a little attitude, okay? Just a little attitude. Listen, the narc and sex, whoo, I can't wait to talk about this topic, y'all. So without further ado, guys, welcome Stacy, and she's gonna share everything. I'm not even gonna spill nothing. We just gonna get right into it. Welcome, Stacy. Welcome to Healing Your Silence family. Welcome. Shout out to Demetria. Guys, Miss P is putting her handle is right there. Miss P _ speaks on TikTok. Guys, please take a moment, write it down so you don't lose it, and go back and to subscribe to to follow Miss P on TikTok. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's get into it, y'all. Stacy, welcome to Healing the Silence family. You know, welcome. We're happy to have
here.
you.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. So, I'm Stacy. I'm Bathe in Blessings, and that is my handle on TikTok as well. Bathe in Blessings, take charge, and I am definitely a narcissist survivor. And tonight we're gonna talk about sex with the narcissist.
Wait,
Um,
let me just dim this light a little bit more. Like, go ahead.
so, I think sex with, along with the love bombing. So we all know what the love bombing is. But when I actually started to really think about what kept me there, it was the initial sex with the narcissist. So sex with the narcissist is all a part of their game. They use sex as a draw, and they try to make it addictive. So that's what it was with me. It was the best sex I ever had. However, and I used to be like, damn, wow, this guy is so skilled. Or
I need to hide my facial expression.
the when what happened with this guy is he happened to be well endowed as well. So that was more of a plus. And very sexual being. And it was like when I was intimate, when we was intimate together, and I say I because it really wasn't intimacy with him. It was like a lion devouring prey. And I don't mean that sexually. It was really an act of bringing out all my defenses. It was an act of conquering. It was an act of It was just a pure evil act. It wasn't any good to it. So that's when I say it was like he was bringing down prey. I just
Before
happened
you
to think it
continue,
was intimacy.
can I just interrupt for
Oh,
a
please
second?
interrupt at any time.
Okay. So if you wouldn't mind helping us, right? Without the knowledge that you have now,
Please.
would you mind helping us to understand what it was like then?
Say that,
Like, you
horning
know,
on
like
it.
now we know that it was torture.
Mm-hmm.
So without knowing that, what was it like when you were in the moment? Like, not literally, like, geez, woo, my bad. Not literally in the moment, but like when you were actively in the triangle, the
I
mess,
was never in a
basically.
triangle, but it was uh, it was the most beautiful thing I thought I experienced. I thought that this but not only did I find a person who loved me for me, who was just like me, I found a person that I can be open with sexually. So, you, with the love bombing came mimicking. He everything I like, he would like. Everything I did. It was like I was looking into a mirror of myself, and he got me to like really love myself because I'm like, if somebody else is like me and like all the things that I like, of course. So he got me to really love myself, and then I was really loving him, like, wow, he loves me, he's just like me, I love myself, so I love him even more. And when that translates into sex, it was like an aha moment, like a a, um, a, a musical moment, a magical moment. It was the moment of the century, like, for real. It was just like, this is ordained from the Lord above, this is what it was supposed to be. Like, I wish I would have waited. I wish I would have gave my virginity to him. It was like he was the one that deserved it all, that deserved everything. And then to see somebody, he didn't work hard at it. It just came so effortlessly. But then he would be like, "Oh, because I've never experienced this way." I'm laughing now because what a dummy I was at that point. I've never experienced this with nobody else. So it was like he would make it seem like I was the groundbreaking one as well. And I just it was I I can now see that that was more of a part. That was a big part of the love bombing, and I didn't know that, but that was the actual love bombing part, which is a shame.
I wouldn't say it's a shame. Okay. I wouldn't even say it's a shame because I know we're going to go into more details. We're going to go into a little bit deeper as the conversation goes along, right? But I experienced the same thing because I never, okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about me, right? So I'm that person where comfortable with who I am as a person. Like I love me. Like I've always loved me. But my thing is that if you looked at me funny, I'm out. If you say something to me off, I'm out. I'm the person where it's like I could be nice to you and that's cool. But if I don't want to, I don't have to. I'm not bound or forced to do anything I don't want to do. So if I'm in a relationship with someone and I just like you look at me funny, you even smell funny, I'm out. Like that was how I was. I was out. You say the wrong thing to me, I was gone. However, when I met the narc, he got a free pass. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna just say it raw and say it as it is because he was a family friend. So I thought I knew him or I thought I was safe because it was somebody familiar. So I didn't really put up much of a resistance, to be honest with you. I didn't put him through any challenges. I didn't really do anything. I didn't do any legwork has the way I was supposed to, right? Because I knew what to do already. But with this person, it was a familiar face. It was a familiar person, even though I didn't know what his adulthood, sorry. Oh Lord, we're getting this conversation already, right? I didn't know what that was about. So I didn't know him as a grown up. I knew him as a child, not as a grown up, to be familiar. So I didn't think I was in danger, to be honest with you. I didn't think I was in danger at all. And I remember when we got together. Now, the first night we got together, and that's the thing. Y'all show a girl a little bit of love, a little bit of attention, a little bit of something different. She start acting stupid. Like, and it's no disrespect to us women, but it's just the truth. Like when we lacking in certain things, and that's why I say this all the time about the leg work, about the healing process, about the shadow work, about doing a lot of things, because when a guy sprinkle a little crumbs to you and you act so overly joyed and so amazed by it, you don't realize like for them, they know they're not putting in a lot of effort, but because of how you gravitate to it so fast, They realize that you're not used to this kind of thing because you don't naturally receive these stuff. So that's why even now it's important for us to do the legwork, because when you're grounded in yourself and you're comfortable with how you treat yourself, you're not flabbergasted by how they treat you or what they do for you, the little things that they give you, because you're now going to be looking for consistency, right? Listen, I was in Jamaica and we was outside. So it was an outdoor shower. So it has the zinc. If you know, you know, right? So it has the zinc and wood to make an outdoor bathroom. What you got to get the bucket with the water to shower. And we showered outside. And he was just making sure, this is how protective he was of me. He was trying to make sure that my hand or my elbow or nothing didn't touch the zinc. You understand that protectiveness, like trying to make sure I didn't touch on anything, because I guess I was that special, right? And treating me like I was very special and sensitive, like I shouldn't touch on anything. So he was really protecting me, and I felt special. And the next thing he did that made me feel like googly, y'all gonna laugh, is he took a 2-liter soda bottle and cut it in half and went and got water in the soda bottle for us to brush our teeth, y'all. And I thought that was cute. And I'm laughing, not because it's funny, but it's like, damn, girl, you use a whole bathroom here in America and you excited for an empty carton, like a recycled bottle? But I'm just saying though, right? Because we value the smaller things in life. It's not because it was really the soda bottle. It's the thought behind it, and it's that's the little care, and that, because that's what we don't get. We don't get that love, that nurturing, that care. Hey, Tuala, we don't get it. So when we do get a little, we're excited. Miss P is laughing in the chat. We get excited for it, and it's just like it means so much, and we start to value these things. We start to add value to the things that they do. And he will put our toothbrushes together, and like I'm telling you, really cheesy things that I wasn't used to it because I really never gave no one the time of day to really get close to me. You start getting too close to me, you start getting like all googly and stuff like that with me, I just want to back up. So I never really gave anyone the time of day. So this is like, okay, I felt okay to give somebody the time of day. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was giving someone the time of day. Let me tell you, when I saw what I saw, when I saw what I saw, okay, I was like, eh, like, what? And I'm talking about him personally, like his private. Okay. When I saw that P, I was like, but he wasn't trying to come on to me. He wasn't trying to touch me or inappropriately. He did not try to do anything like that. And I love that we're here sharing this information because, ladies, sometimes we get the wrong messages at times, okay? He was not trying to touch me inappropriately. He helped wash me down and everything, and he did not try to make a move. And he did, and this is me thinking that I got it all figured out. Like, this was me. I thought I had it figured out. So I was like, if that thing ever get hard, I'm out. Like, so I thought I had things figured out. Like, being honest, listen, we transparent on here, okay? If we can't be open and honest to see how we gonna get through this and get healed and get to the other side, okay? I was like, if this thing ever gets hard, ooh, I'm gonna be angry. So I thought I had things down pack, right? He didn't. He kept his composure. He kept his composure. He was a gentleman. He was a gentleman. He showed me the better side of him, and I was just wooed by that.
I don't really believe that there's a better side. I think
The fake, the mask.
it's all a part of the facade. It's all like every tactic, even him slicing that water bottle and bringing you, the water for you guys to brush your teeth. That was all just the pieces in the board game. That's all it is. I You know, even the ones that recognize who they are and want to get help, it's they there's no better side. It's all, oh, let me do this. I think some of them actually look to go through as many women as they can because of course they're trying to build their craft. You know, love bombing, doing what they do for amount of time and discarding is what they need to do. It's like I'm going around the board and I'm collecting $200 every time I discard somebody. And I'm starting at one. I'm going to use the lessons from the last one. I'm going around the board and I'm getting the $200. You know, it there's no good.
Do you see in the comment? Like
No,
they're
I
like,
can't see.
wait, let me put it. I'm gonna put back this one. I'm gonna put back this one. But listen here, look at here, look at here. Those signs were black and yellow. Listen,
It's just like,
listen. You gotta enjoy. You know, you gotta enjoy it. And here goes one. My story, like both of yours, and he and his family. Like, listen, we all been there, guys, and that's why we're here sharing. And if you hear what Stacy's saying to us, right, it's like this is what they do. It's all a part of the act. So if you're not educated on it, and that's why we're
you know,
sharing this awareness, if you're not educated on it, you
mhm,
won't know how to stand your grounds. You don't know you if you don't take the time now to take this information that we're given. Yes, we're gonna make it fun and entertaining and engaging, and I get it. But take the message, y'all.
but I'm saying there's a video that I posted and I
Tell us
said
about it.
that
I want to hear. Tell us.
he
Tell us.
he he used to, like, we lived in separate places. You know, we didn't know each other for long before we, you know, became intimate. And it'd be like anytime after 12, I have to go to work in the morning and he would just be calling, calling, calling. I'd be like, hey, you
After
know, I
12
work.
at night.
Yeah, it'd be 12, it'd be 3, you know, he'll call and he'd be like, I just need you next to me. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to work in the morning. He like, please. Then I'm gonna come to your house. Go, I got the kids. Like, so I'm really that person. Like, I don't know if you like girls or guys, so you can't come to my house because I got one of each. So he'd be like, stay, can you please just come over? Remember, you told me that the kids was at your mom's house. Please just come over. I can't sleep without you. Please. Or if he wanted to have sex, he'd be like, you know, I have to make it through my day. And my dumb ass, because I'm like, if now I should have been thinking how he made it through all those other days that, you know, when he didn't know me.
Without you.
But he made it feel like I was oxygen. So I was willing to do it. Like he would, I'd be like, listen, I'm tired. I got a conference call at 8 o'clock. So I gotta be up here and do all this. He'd be like, please take your conference call here. And he would like, he went to the furniture store and bought me a whole setup. One day I went to the house and he bought me a whole setup so I could take my conference calls at the house. So when he called me to come over, I had what I needed in case I needed. So every situation that I would come with, he would make sure that 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 when it come in between, and I thought that was love, but it was about control. It was
He a
crazy.
whole G though.
Yo,
Listen, I'm not mad at him. He a G. I agree with Leandra. He a whole G. He smooth, man. What? You ain't got no excuse. I'm
and
gonna
as you
set you
see,
up
that's
right
why I
here.
felt like I found the one. Cause like, who for real? Who does that? So I was just like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, real for real. But
They
when it
are
came
so
crashing,
strategic. Yup.
when it crashed, it was a landslide. So as I just told you that he put up the one day I was like, I don't. He was like, so why don't you stay over for the whole weekend? I was like, I like my stuff. I was like, I like. He was like, if nobody's there, why you can't stay? I was like, but I like my stuff. I really like my stuff, and I would go to the house, and he would have like a nightstand with, he'd be like, it's 3 drawers, they're deep, you can carry your stuff, and then I bought a little case to put in the bathroom and you can put all your beauty items right there. And also, the one drawer in the refrigerator is for your special stuff. So now you have no excuse. And what he even said, listen, he came he came to the house one day. He had all these applications for apartments. He's like, these are all applications for 3-bedroom apartments because we need 3 rooms, one for your daughter, one for me, and one for us, and one for your son. All a joke.
Mm. He he good though. He is good.
Good is not
Girl.
the word. Yeah, it was good, but it was a lie.
No,
It
but
all was a
that
lie.
like I'm telling you, you know what? Let me stop for a second. Guys, got family. Silence family, queens and kings. If y'all kings in how much y'all would have been caught by this? Not the kings, but you know what I mean, like similar stories. Like how much of y'all just by the raise of the show of hands, or even eight to relate? You know how I do, type of eight to relate, right? Anyone of this, just to show, because I'm gonna put mine in there. I'm gonna put an eight in there to because I could relate. Because I would have been caught out there with something like this. Like seriously, like
Yeah,
look
it
at
was
the eights
planned,
coming
and
in.
that's why I said, yeah, it was absolutely planned. That's why I said they go around the board, they collect go, and they all the
Look at the
things that they
coming
learn
in the
from
chat.
one person, they go and they do it on another person. Because if it worked on one, usually it's gonna work on the other. So they're just building their house of cards.
They sure are. Like for real, for like look at if you look in the I don't know if you can see the comments, but if you look in the comments section, we all type eight
Oh,
in the
everybody can
comments
relate.
because we all could eight to relate. We all
Frozen. Am I
could relate.
frozen?
No, you're fine. It's going in and out. Probably it's like the internet connection. But we all can relate because especially your
Oh,
story, how he planned everything. He was so strategic that we all would have get caught up in something like that. We all like, hi Vivian. Oh my God, my queen is in the house. Good night, Vivian. Thank you so much for joining. We are getting into it. I hope you got something because I sure do for a change, okay? I sure do have something so we could just be refreshed as we listen. So let me jump right on in really quickly. So let me tell y'all, you think your girl Nessa is all sweet? Nessa, like I told you, I do not share this video with my mom. I'm telling you, I do not do that, okay? So Nessa is not all innocent as you think. Yes, okay? I'm not. I'm sweet and charming, but your girl is an Aries as well. So a lot of fire, a lot of fierce in her, okay? So we went after we showered and everything. We went into the room. It's time to relax. Thanks so much for welcoming Vivian. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks. After we went into the room, y'all, to go lay down, to go bed or whatever, your girl made her move. I'm sorry. I did.
mm,
It was not. Let me tell you. And they know what they're doing, y'all. For those of you guys who are watching it live right now, we are in here in the comments section, dropping your comments, putting your tea. Listen, sip and talk, and let's get into it. We grown, we gonna get into it, okay? They know what they are doing. They're very strategic. They know that it worked, and someone complimented them on their approach already.
mhm,
Someone gave them a compliment on how they did that, and it
mhm,
worked because it won them over and they told them about it. So sometimes we be giving them what works and what don't work so they know exactly how to manipulate us or how to manipulate the next victim or how to really master it the next time around.
mhm,
Let me tell y'all, I almost felt like I wasn't beautiful, which I know that's far from it, okay? But like I almost felt like I wasn't beautiful because he was not trying to come on to me. He wasn't trying to come on to, and I was just like, nah, he wasn't trying to get a hard on, or he wasn't trying to come on to me. And I was just like, seem right. So this is me now, because I'm like, now I want him. So you see how they kind of leave you like to now want them to kind of flip it on you? Listen, I pulled the most boringest trick in the book. I need a massage. Yeah. to get some touching, something flowing, something going, right? And then it was on. And it was on. It was pretty much like I could say in the past, because this is not going to be into my future. This is nowhere near my. Listen, let me make that clear. This is not into my future. My future is better than that. But back then, okay, let's be clear. Back then, this felt like the best, the greatest sex I've ever had. When the man was doing his business, he screamed out in the middle, Jesus! Now that was a bit dramatic. He screamed out, Jesus. It's like somebody gonna hear you. But you see the overpraise though? Do y'all
Mine
see the
started doing this like uncontrollable shaking and like biting me. So I just felt like, okay, I'm the shit. Like if I was a prostitute, damn it, I'd be high on the hill. Girl, you couldn't tell me a damn thing. I was like, this what? I had this in me all along. Girl, I was walking around like I got this one in the bag. Shit. Little did I know. Little did I know.
man screamed out Jesus
Little
in
did
the
I know.
middle. And I was like, I was shocked. And I was like, somebody about to hear you. But guess what though? The gaslighting, the love bombing, all these things that we're experiencing is validating us, making us feel super special, the most important, the most like this is the one that they've been waiting for. And what they're doing is that they're studying us so much at this particular time because they're seeing how we respond. Because remember, we're new supply. So they want to see how we're responding to their little acts of charm and their little things. So whenever they do something, the way how we're doing it too, because we're overpraising them too.
Mm.
We're doing it. Even if you don't realize that you're doing it, because you're like, oh, yes, and you're going on about it. Yes, you are. But guess what though? They gave you an experience that you never had before. And that's what it was. It was exciting. It was new. It was something refreshing. It was something that you've never experienced before. And because of newness, because we all like a brand new pair of shoes,
Mm-hmm.
we all like a brand new pocketbook. It's just a different thing about the scent on a new pocketbook, on a new jacket with that first tag. When you pop it off, it's a newness to it that you love and you want to experience that newness. It's the same thing for the narcissist. When they come with that newness. So if you are not grounded in yourself and understand your value and your worth, that newness will take you by surprise.
And yeah, the newness is really big to them. It is really big to them. It's that is their addiction, the feeling of the newness. They really like that because in some narcissists, they like maybe this is the day that I don't be a narcissist because that's what mine said, and I didn't pick it up because like one day he wanted to. He used to go. He said he used to go out fishing with his friends, and he started taking me and my kids. And another thing is, I didn't want him to meet my kids. He pushed and pushed and pushed to meet my kids. And this is why I hated him so much because you knew who you were and you knew you was going to discard me and then you knew you was going to discard my kids.
To hurt
Like
the babies. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
when my hatred had came because okay, men do what they want to women, but you can't do that to children. Because he wanted to, like, on their birthdays, he was like, no, let's take them to the movie. And I'm not like a birthday person. I do a thing and I create a memory. We're not like big on spending hundreds of dollars. He wanted to take them and get a whole bunch of video games for my son. He really wasn't into video games. My daughter, he wanted to go get her clothes. He wanted to do this. He wanted to do all these things. Oh, just thinking about it. But so he's like, he used to take us fishing, and I didn't want to go. I said, why don't you go with your friends? That's what you used to do. Just go with your friends. And he said, I'm gonna go by myself. And he called me. I guess the marine spirits was talking to him at the water. But he called me and he was like, Stacy, I'm really gonna try real hard with you because I can be away. And I'm like, and if you're not like when we say away, that it could encompass a lot of different ways, but his away is like I could really not be a good person. I have a lot of things about me that average people wouldn't like. So when he say away, I really could be away, and I really could be funny about things. And I remember I was like, okay. So he was like, I'm going, but in the context, listen to it, he was like, I'm going to make sure it's me and you against the world. He was like, please don't hurt me. Cause he seen my mind going tick, 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 tick. Yo, he away. And I guess he forgot that culturally I'm where he at. So I know what the word, the term I'm
What
away
it
means.
mean?
Yeah. And then he says, is, I want, I'm going to make this work. And then, so he got to throw something in there like, please don't hurt me. Immediately my mother instinct, my woman of the year instincts, my I'm the one that's gonna fix you instinct came right in. I was like, no, I would never do that. And I'm thinking I'm gonna love you better than you ever been loved before. And he was banking on that because when he seen my eye go, give away, he had to like recover from that. Even though he was thinking like, damn, I'm gonna hurt this girl. That's what. Think about it. He was at the water thinking, I'm gonna fuck her over. So let me call and figure this out. They ain't shit. This was pre. This was all pre-planned. It was on to the next one, and it
We're
wasn't
with you.
soon
We're
after
right there with you.
that good sex.
Wasn't so good no
Now
more.
it was just a big penis. Now it was just a jackhammer dick. It was a jackhammer dick. That's all it was after that. It was a jackhammer dick. I mean, I walked around with sore breasts for a year after I stopped having sex with him. It was just, I was just literally like a blow up doll. Like he would be so like, come on, babe, this, that, and and woo me. He would woo me into the bed. Like, girl, I'll be floating into the bed. But as soon as he finished, like he would just take my leg and just shoot it over. It was like he was a whole different person.
Ew.
Like it was just as soon as we had sex and he did what he needed to do, he would turn into, and it was subtle because he wouldn't kiss me anymore. He wouldn't bite my ear anymore. He wouldn't during sex. Now the foreplay was there, but during sex it was just he had a
Dry.
purpose was to get to ejaculate, and that was it. He would be so disgusted after sex, and it was working up to where like I'm sure if he could just pop my pop my
Yeah.
pussy out, he probably would have just did that. It was just you would have thought that he was just getting a paycheck. He was doing it weekly because he needs to get a paycheck, like somebody that hit their job.
Could listen. I remember like it was multiple times. It was so much. It was like multiple times a day, and it was too. I was black. Listen, I would just start hiding. There's something wrong. Like I would just disappear because it was too much. It was excessive. I listen. I get it. I'm a passionate person. I'm very, yeah, I get it. But I'm not like, no, do not, I don't do nothing in excess. I'm a
Mhm.
balanced person, very balanced. Please, I do not do nothing in excess. Do not, please leave me alone. Leave me alone. I would disappear. Like, not like I could go anywhere because I was married to the man and I was living with him. But I all just started push him off, like push him off, let's push him, like keep pushing him off. I was the one who was rejecting him because he was just overdoing it. He was just in excess. And I couldn't manage it because it was just too much. And I'm like, nah, I'm not beating up my body. I'm not having a beat up type of body. That's not what I want. That's not me. So either you're gonna respect me or respect my body and be gentle with me, but I'm not going through what you're doing. So I will push him off. So he started to guilt trip me now, of course, letting me know that I'm rejecting him. So he made me feel guilty repeatedly, but he was abused. I was being sexually abused. Like he was abusing me sexually.
But the thing
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, 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 no. Go ahead. We're doing this together. You're fine.
But the thing is, when you're with the narcissist, you are not who you used to be. Your defenses come down. Things just change. Things just change. Earlier today, I was telling you that in the love bombing stage, he brought some of the best out in me. And then when he discarded me like horribly, horribly. That I thought I was better off if I died, but I had children because I thought I wasn't. Then I'm really not nobody because the man that was just like me, who brought out all these things in me, discarded me, so I may not be anybody. So the fact that if you get into things differently than you have done historically with yourself, like if you said I'm this type of person and I'm that type of person, I have these type of standards, I have this structure, I have this moral compass. If you had all these things before the narcissist and you get involved with a narcissist, don't beat yourself up if you don't practice those things, because the energy that they're giving to you is really corrupting you internally. So as you say, you wasn't that type of person. Good that you was able to hold on to that. But those who weren't able to hold on to that, don't beat yourself up. The narcissist changes you. This is a relationship that's different from
It
any
is.
relationship you would have. And the thing
It
is,
is.
I have realized after this and much not good much real research, much real therapy, realized that I've been in a relationship with a couple of narcissists, different types of narcissists, but this one right here
And you had a
changed my
special case.
changed my whole life. Changed my whole life.
He's a special case. Like not for
Oh
nothing.
Jesus.
Like he sounds like a special case. He's charming. He's really charming. He's
More
smooth.
than charming. And oh, wait
He's
a minute.
more than a smooth
Let me
operator.
tell you
He's
something.
what?
Wait a minute, y'all. We like what the first time I got caught up, I'm in the bed. He was like, but I'm gonna tell you another story after this. But he said, so Stacey, can you make me something to eat? Because my back hurt. And I was like, yeah, I just gotta make him something to eat. And it was expected that I make him something to eat every day. I said, the third day, I was like, the hell? Wow. And then it was like, you come and hey, he'll call me because he got to leave at, he got to be at work at 6 or something, 5. He got to be at work very early. So he would call and say, hey, I don't see my breakfast sandwich or my breakfast and my lunch. And if my kids was there, I'm like, all right, I'll come over and make it, but I would try to make it at nighttime. Listen, he would be downstairs, drive out the driveway, reverse back, and come back upstairs and be like, yo, I forgot to kiss you. And he'd be like, come, let's pray real quick. I got 5 minutes. No lie. The Bible, listen, I'd be like, what's that scripture that talk about X, Y, and Z? He'd be like, our Lord, something, 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 blah, 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 something, something, something. He can listen. If there was no more Bibles, he'd be able to write King James Version with the thee, thy, the, them, back to front, front to back. But this and he moral he will he loved children. Literally, we have been driving and he will be collecting all the money in the car and trying to get money from me. Like, I got 2 kids, sucker, to give it to somebody. He'd be like, Stacy, I'm gonna give my I'm gonna give my shoes to this dude if he fit my shoes and run into Walmart and just get me some flip flops until we get home.
You
I
sure that
thought
was a
I was the
narcissist and not a pimp?
best
Like who is
sociopath.
that? He sound like levels up from a narcissist. Like he like
Now, if people be like, then why you even got with? Because I would see that kind of kindness. Because that's what I would see. That's all he showed me in the beginning. And then he would do it a lot, like within the relationship. So I'd be like confused.
that's a whole confusion because then this is real charm. That level of charmingness is different. That's beyond different. And you said something earlier where you said about making him breakfast. Like, I'm over here chuckling and giving the funny faces because, girl, it could be one, but this is just in my nature though. So it wasn't even because of anything. This is just a part of who I am as a person. Is don't say you want something and I could do it and I don't do it. Like just that's just who I am. If I'm able to do it
Okay, me
without
too.
feeling used or without feeling like I'm being taken advantage of, I'm going to do it. So he would say in the middle of the night or anything that he's hungry and I'll go fix him something to eat because I didn't think that was a big deal. But that's just how they manipulate you and control you to see how whipped you are, in other words, to see at their beck and call how fast you'll drop things and do things for them. But you're doing it genuinely. I was doing it genuinely with nothing to it. Like it was okay. And we would just finish having like an episode around because, but you know what was one thing though I could say, and no shade or no nothing to it, every time. When I tell you every time felt brand new. How that happened, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But every
I,
time felt brand new, like it was somebody new. Like it was like the first time. It was just brand every time. But the thing about that is though, he would starve me. He would starve me for periods of time with sex. So he was using sex as a weapon, even though he was excessive at times and I would have to push him off. So when he did the starvation time, I would think it was because I pushed him off. You understand? So I would feel like it was me pushing him off because it was just like I would be scared to have sex with this man because it was one a bit painful. Two, it was so much like he would go like back to back today, like several times in one day. It will be repeated, like
mm.
doing it over and over today, like maybe 3 times for the day. And I'm like, bro, like don't go so hard. Can't you space it out?
And the thing
You
is,
know?
that
And then
painful part, it became painful for me.
it
It
was
became
I had to
it
back
it,
away. It
it
was
became
hard. It was horrible.
painful, like painful emotionally, and then painful physically, and then it became like a chore that I was obligated to do.
Whew. And that's why I like the transparency here because we're keeping it 100, guys, like 100. And I know y'all could relate, and it's not just us talking here. We're really like, you know how it is. Eight to relate
It's the
all the
worst.
time, all the time. Let me tell you, I was thinking that I was the one pushing him off. So when we're going like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, nothing, all of a sudden, like I remember, like, oh, we should do something. So we will go through like 3 months with nothing. And I will feel, I'm not
Mm-mm.
gonna lie to you, I'm not even trying to be funny. I was happy that we weren't doing anything during those times because it was almost like, you know, when you get in trouble and your mom is gonna whip your butt and you already know what it feels like when you know the whipping going cool. But you know when the initial whooping starts, like you're stiff, you're tense. You know like you are uncomfortable, but you know you got to get through the whooping. If she gonna give you 10 lashes, brace yourself for the 10 lashes because you getting it.
Mm-mm.
That's how I felt every time we actually got intimate. It was just like brace yourself for this.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I used to be like, all right, my stomach is about to hurt.
Oh,
My breast is he about to squeeze. Like I used to go put um what they call that stuff? Oragel cream on my breast because he was squeezing
to numb
or
it.
or on my neck because he would bite so hard. And sometimes on my lips. Like when I told my gynecologist, she like, just stop having sex with him. In a Tylenol. Because it was, I'm telling you, it became like, you ever seen the Discovery Channel and they have the lion just go up and go boom, 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 or the ape and just, that's it? It became like that. So when we talk about the discard, that's that would be the only reason why, thank God I'm not with him, because I probably wouldn't be alive today because, the wear and tear, you know, but
I refuse to have him do that. I refuse. Like that was something that I held strong to.
I
That
felt
wear and
so
tear.
ashamed. I felt
No, you
so
cannot feel ashamed
ashamed.
for what these monsters did. But the wear and tear, I promise you, that was something since I was a young girl. I valued myself as a young girl. I was never someone to sleep around. Guys will always like me and stuff like that. And I didn't like it. I didn't because I was hurt as a young girl. I was hurt. I was violated young, right? So I resent, like, don't play with me. Leave me alone. So I was very protective of myself. I was very protective of my body. So when I actually gave myself to him,
Mm.
I was really adamant about wear and tear on my body. That was something because I didn't feel like I need to be battered and used and bruised up to be to
Mm.
somebody else. Because it's not like I was planning an exit. But if you love something and you appreciate it, you're gonna take good care of it. You're gonna protect it. You're gonna take really good care of something that you like and you listen. So wear and tear, I was not trying to have that because I listen, that was something that I was very adamant about that. But I could
Mhm.
tell you though, going through some of the experience and some of the intimacy that I experienced with him, yes, it felt amazing at times and magical. But we didn't even get through the first round and you want to go again. And then the craziest thing is that I remember one time was 4 hours, like
No,
4
I'm good.
hours. 4 hours.
No,
What? Are you
no,
kidding
mm-mm, mm-mm.
me? Like, I was
He must have took
traumatized.
Tiger Bone because there's no backup. There's no way. Leave me alone.
No, 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 no. Let me tell you. Listen, I'm not backing him or picking up for him. But let's think about a narcissist. They are emotionless. They're not emotionally connected. So he might have been there, but I was probably not on his mind. He probably was not thinking about me. I was not the main course. I was not the mission. You get what I'm saying?
Mm,
So there was no love connection there. There wasn't any of that. So I know
clearly.
I'm talking about a whole lot of stuff and
Okay.
it sounds beautiful and amazing or however it sounds, but the reality of these people is they are far removed emotionally. It's a transaction. That's all it is. It's to get your soul. You guys are having a soul tie, a soul connection. He is getting, when you do that release, it's a spiritual exchange. All they're there is to pull your energy because you remember
Mhm.
you release at that time. So you give them all your energy and everything is poured into them because they're not giving you no energy, but they need supply from you at that time. And what better supply than through sex? What better supply? So they milk you at that time. They drain you and they collect your soul, your inner being. You drain and you pouring into them. You giving them all of you at that time. Because remember, your guards are down. You're relaxed. You're in. It's supposed to be a passionate, enjoyable moment. But it's really a time for them to collect your soul. It's a soul collection time.
That's only on the love bombing stage or the um going back around the block stage.
Yep. When they be coming back. Or when it's that recycle, like it's just a pattern. It's a recycle time where either you're being recycled in or an exit out. Like it's always one of those roller coaster time that you're going through with these people. And that's the thing that when you start hearing these conversation and listening to people like us talking about stuff like this, take the moment to think about what are you experiencing with your partner? Are they loving you and respecting you? Like, I'm not trying to put my business out here and just like talk my business because I have nothing else to do. No, I'm letting you know I really experienced this. And I know there's many of you that are going through worse situations because
Mhm.
they will weaponize this thing. They will torture you and let you know if you don't do certain acts on them or to them or with them, they will go out and find it somewhere else and they will threaten you with stuff like this in order to manipulate you, control you, and to continue this abuse. So it's not that you're crazy for experiencing things and you should be ashamed of your experience, or you should feel like nasty and ashamed. No, it's for you to know that I'm up here talking about my own experience, and this is to millions of people when they watch it, because it might be a few of us in here tonight watching it, but we already know this is a public platform and the information is going out. This is going out to different places, but the bottom line is I'm not worried about pride. I'm not worried about shame. I know there's other people who are suffering. There's other people who are going through this and do not have maybe a big sister or a cuz or someone to talk to. So I'm gonna be that big sister that you could come and talk to. You could talk to me. It is cool. We could do our one-on-one sessions, or you could just drop and watch my videos and you'll get so much out of the videos. But if you feel like you need that one-on-one session, listen, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here. You understand? I've been there, but I stood firm on my beliefs on certain things. I valued family. So that was his weapon to use every time he would go out to combat, was family as the weapon to torture me. But sometimes you have your strength and your weaknesses. And sometimes your strength can be used as a weapon against you.
Mhm.
Sometimes your weaknesses can be used as a weapon against you. So it's not that you're in the wrong for having strengths and weaknesses. It's a balance. It balances you as a person. So do not be ashamed of anything. It's who you are as a person. And when you start loving who you are and your makeup and the things that make you up as a person, you won't be ashamed for any of it. You won't be embarrassed for having weaknesses. You will now embrace your weaknesses. You will now incorporate it and let it be a part of your life, because now you know how to handle yourself. Now you know how to manage yourself. And that's really what it is. I went through the tortures and you know what the crazy thing is? These narcissists, they love to hop in bed with y'all without protection. Protect yourselves. Protect yourself. Listen, they hop in raw. And you be
and,
thinking you the one.
and the thing is, they will do things like, "Oh, I don't have a condom," like, and back off, and they'll put you in that situation a couple times so that you will be the one to say it's okay. Like, "Oh, he likes me so much, or he cares about me so much. He cares." They won't show you a positive, I mean, a negative AIDS test that they took. They won't take that, but they'll put you in the position to make you feel like they're safe because they want to wait to get a condom because they're scared of you. And you're
Flipping
like,
it.
"Oh, you're not. I don't have anything. Of course we can." So they'll put you in that position. And no, Sona, it won't be to like give you something, but it'll be a stronger soul tie. And some people like to push you with a baby so they can torment you for years.
That's how they stay connected to you, with the baby. So they'll find a way to tell you that you need to have a baby and you're the one and all these things. And that's why, and it don't feel the same. And they need to have that skin to skin, that touch to touch, or whatever the case is. Listen, my thing is, I was not strict on my boundaries with him because I explained in the beginning why, right? I explained why. It's not a reason. It's not an explanation. It's not an excuse. It's weak. That was weak. I had no excuse not to protect myself and to take care of myself. Thank God I didn't have anything. Thank God. And I'm that girl who I enjoy going to my doctor visits and getting myself. I love going to doctors. I have two pimples on my face. I don't know if y'all can see it right here. And I went to the dermatologist 2 days ago to get something for my face. I'm that person that I love myself and I'm going to take care of myself.
Yes.
So I'm going to go to the doctor repeatedly. I'm going to go to the doctor periodically, and I am going to check myself. I don't have to be doing anything, but I just do that because it's health check for me. It's a wellness check for myself regardless. Because sometimes things get dormant in your skin, in your body, in your
Mhm.
system, and it doesn't show up until later. How would you know if you don't do regular checks and put yourself in a routine to have yourself as a priority to take care of yourself? Your health is not just external, because this is makeup. I'm gonna wash this off in a couple of minutes. But my internal was what's more important, and I took the time to take care of that and to heal that. So something that I made sure I incorporated after I was done with this narcissist was to make sure that getting into any new relationship, I made sure We both went to the doctor together. You don't have to come with me, but we both have to have test results. We both have to go to the doctor and get test results, because it's not just about having unprotected sex. That's not it, because you still use protection. I still do, but that's not what it is. You know what it is? It put that conversation on the table. It put both people on the table to have this grown up, mature conversation, and to know that both people are walking into this thing free of anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it does. And it shows that you have standards, and it shows that you value and you respect yourself.
And I'm
Set
gonna
the
say something to you.
standards. Go ahead.
A narcissist, remember, they have a grandiose view of themselves. They know they ain't shit deep in the inside, but they bury that. They cover it up with cement, right? So it's hardly ever gonna. It's not gonna float to the top. But they have a very grandiose view of themselves. They want you because you initially look like what they want, or they need a need met. But if you don't respect yourself, they do not respect you. And another thing is, sometimes, now I know this pick me culture is really bad, but you probably dating and you want somebody, and just because you want to be picked, that's not bad. Like the pick me, like I'll do anything. Um, when you say, listen, this is not what I go for, and they start to say, okay, they'll try to try a couple times, but if you stick with your standards, they will not pick you. Sometimes they won't even talk to you, or they just want to be your friend. That's better, ladies.
It eliminates
Because
the
once
time
you
wasters.
lower one of your standards, once you let the tree sway, they gonna break it.
Come on now. Come on now.
Don't
Come
do
on
it.
now.
Do not lower
Because
your do. And it's
do
it's
not.
not about like
Don't.
getting away from your standards. Don't even lower it. Don't be trying to be like Wilson and looking over the fence. Once you do that, what's over there? Once you even see, let me tell. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The grass is greener on the other side, but there's snakes in it.
So keep
And the
that lawn
narcissist is the
low.
lawnmower. The narcissist is the lawnmower. So best to leave that alone. These are some strategies that you can see from the gate. My narcissist wanted to give me a key literally 5 days after I met him. I was like, I've never experienced. Huh? You want to give me? And it made me feel, okay. Initially, that's why
But
I
you
always
see,
talk about the benefit of the doubt. If you give people the benefit of the doubt, that means you don't trust yourself. But anyway, you don't trust your
right.
own intuition. You don't trust yourself. I said, I ain't never. But okay, maybe this is real love. So see, I started doubting myself, and look what it got me into. Maybe he don't got nothing to hide. He want to give me a key. Nah, nigga, he want me to clean and cook and do all this stuff before he got home. He wanted me to come over so he could just have sex. He didn't even have to get out the bed.
But you know what
Open
something
the
you
door.
said? You know what something you said? And I'm happy you touched on that, because I like what you said. I'm gonna tell you what you said just a second ago. You said he gave you his keys within 5 days. Even though it was questionable, because you had concerns, right? And you see, when you did this, that's your intuition. Whenever you start doing
Yep.
with somebody, listen to it. It might be whenever you do the eyebrow, like, and you start listen to it. But what you said was, you said that within 5 days he wanted to give you his key to his apartment. You know
And
what
listen,
that's
I
telling
ain't
me?
take it. I ain't want to take it. And I
No, no,
needed
no,
to go to
no,
Home Depot for something. He met me out. I said, I'm at Home Depot. He said, which one? And I told him which one I was at. He came to Home Depot like ASAP because he wanted to make the key right there. Because I didn't want the key because I thought it was strange. And then a girlfriend was like, bitch, you got him. You got him. So,
hold on,
then
hold, hold, hold on. So listen, you see what you're telling me right away? Standards is not there, right? Because if the standards And healthy boundaries was right there. That's why I wanted to touch, just zero in on just that piece, nothing else. Not to hammer, nothing else, but just that little piece. If standards and healthy boundaries were there, you would shut it down right then and there to say, no, that's not something. I'm not, you don't know. First of all, he don't know you to trust you. You get me? And that's obviously a red flag. So it's not even about him giving you the key. It's the fact that, wait, you don't even know me. You don't even know if I'm a serial killer. You don't know nothing about me. You don't even know if I'm going to rob your house. You know nothing about me, but you want to hand over your key and give your keys to me?
And see,
No, that
I
already is
didn't
a
know
red flag.
I didn't even know to come up with that. I didn't know. All what you're saying making perfect sense. I just said, now maybe if my mind would extrapolate things like that out of that situation, but my mind just said, damn, that ain't never happened. And just because something ain't never happened don't mean that it never will. But I just
Don't
was
mean that
like,
it's good.
but
It's,
yeah, but then I was like, I just knew. I was like, yo, you want to give me your key? What about your privacy? That's
mm-hmm,
all I thought. What about your privacy? Because
right,
I thought maybe he could see right through me. I thought this was a good man. I thought he could understand and see my heart. So I knew he wasn't gonna like. He didn't think I was a thief. But all the other topics you touched on, that ain't even come to my mind. And then when I had my girlfriends like patting me on my back like, yo, you found the one, Stacey. This might just be the one. This is how it happens. Hey. Mm.
right. But that's because healthy boundaries are not there. But you see what it is? It's not a beat up session that we're doing. It's not a beat up session. It's for us to recognize the
No,
red
this is a
flags. It's for
learning
us to
session.
it's a learning opportunity, and it's to spread awareness to the things, because yes, it's like somebody's giving you the key, but at what point in time? How well do they know you? Like, what is the conversations? What is the chemistry? What are things looking like for someone to do something? That's a large gesture. That's a really grandiose gesture. That's you moving in with someone. That means you guys have done certain levels and now you're leveling up. You're moving things to the next level. That's really what that is. There's levels to this thing. So
I
now you
told
guys are
you he would
moving into
come to the
different
house
levels.
with applications, having me sitting there filling out applications to apartments because and I used to fill out the application, but by no means did I think I was ever going to move in with him so quickly. I didn't think that
Mm-hmm.
because my kids mean so much to me. And I was like, yo, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not moving I'm not about to take on a $2,000 rent and then pay it by myself. And then another friend told me that because I was having those thoughts, like I'm not gonna move in with him. I'm not gonna expose my kids to a man walking around in his boxers that's not their father. I'm not going to potentially be left with a $2,000 rent and bills. She was like, I was setting myself up for failure for having those initial concerns.
But
And
you
then he
see,
also told me that he said he was divorced for 5 years when I met him. And I was like, in my head, I was like, that's a good amount. 5 years is a good amount to have gotten over his ex wife. Girl, they were divorced only like 9 months previously, right? But then I would clean up the house and find a size 2X, and then I would find a size extra large, which we know that is way different. And then I found like some marijuana. He don't smoke. And then I found underwear that was a small. So those are three different women. Plus, you just got divorced, and the reason why I found this out because I had actually went on. It's public record. I went on public record and I found out that, and I felt like that was too short of a period of time to be so serious about somebody that you got. And why would you lie about it? Why would you lie? So now I'm thinking, because I used to think like, why? Because he used to talk so much shit about her. I used to be, I used to think like, why would she leave such a seemingly good guy?
don't we all Don't we all think about stuff like that? That you just found some. Listen, let people prove themselves.
And he would
Let
ruminate
people
over her
prove
like
themselves.
he would like he didn't know that I knew what street she lived down. We'd be in the car and he would just ride down, like we'd just be driving like to the house or something, and he would always take her street. And in the back of my mind, I'd be like, why is he doing that? All these other streets we can take. And one day I said, are you looking for somebody on this street? Because you always go down the street, but the other two streets are closer to your home. Why do you
Always
go
looking
down
for
this street?
supply. Always looking for supply. Guys,
No,
please.
but he
I know you
wanted
guys
he
are
wanted to
enjoying.
see her. He wanted her to see me in the car.
Hold a sec. I know you guys are enjoying this conversation and you guys are loving it. So show your girls some love by hitting the like button, guys, because I know a lot of times we leave out, we don't hit the like button. We forget to hit the like button and we leave the video up at times, not showing the likes. Because the more we like it, it sends it out into the algorithm and more people could get this information and share it and push it out. We need to let this information go forward, guys. I thank you so much and I appreciate you. Sorry, my love. You could pick right back on up.
Oh no, no, I just was saying it's you know it was
He wanted the other young lady to see you in the car up and down the street.
yeah,
So he's taking this
of
way.
course, of course. And then
Triangulation. That's all it really is.
that part was triangulation, yes. But the thing is when he actually discarded me, listen, he hated the area that I lived in. Hated it. Talked so much shit about it. Girl, do you know he moved to the next street? And I'm gonna tell you something about soul tie. One day I was I don't know what I was doing. I was in bed and I said, "Oh my God, he's near. He's near. He's near me." And this was like maybe 6 months after I got discarded, and I was very much still in an enormous amount of pain. I'm gonna tell you something really quickly. I had a child that died, and this was more painful. The breakup, being discarded, was more painful. I handled that well. How about that? I handled the death of my child better than I handled the breakup. The soul tie is a dangerous thing, but I felt in mind you, my soul tie was the healthy soul tie was my damn child. But anyway, I say he's near, he's near, he's near, he is near, he is near. And I just felt him near and I felt him drawing me. He's near, he's near. And girl, one day I'm driving down the street and yep, he moved not he, two streets. And when I would walk to my car, I can see him and his pregnant girlfriend getting into his car only in the wintertime because there wasn't no leaves on the trees. And so I could see straight through them. Yes. And I
You
felt
know why
that.
I'm making all these crazy faces? It's because just like this comment here says from Tuala. Tuala, thank you, my love. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for this comment. She said, "Thank God I never had children with mine. After I left, had the nerve to say he wished he had gotten me pregnant so he could always be connected to me." They always tell on themselves their intentions. They'll tell you exactly what their intentions are, what they're looking to do, and they expose themselves. But we always rationalize what they're doing and we fill in the blank for them. Okay. So, like you said, him having that pregnant girl down there is to create triangulation for you to get you jealous, to keep you somehow connected to him and to see that he could draw you in at any time.
But
And
I
just
want to
by
give
you
you the
feeling it,
timeline. It was 6 months since I got discarded, and he had a pregnant girlfriend. So let's give you the so he was
let's
prepping,
always have
but
supplies.
he was
You are never
prepping.
the
He
only
was
one.
prepping her to come in, and he was prepping to discard me.
Let me listen, facts. Facts. I could double that. I could second that, third, fourth, fifth that. Okay. You are never the only one that the narcissist is messing with. Okay. They have multiple supplies lined up. You are not the only one that they're dealing with. That's why it's important. Like I can't say it enough, to know yourself. Learn who you are as a person. Your confidence, your self-esteem, your
Mm,
self-worth is
mm,
so
mm, mm.
important that you're not sitting around waiting for a man. You're not sitting around waiting for him to validate you. It's so important for you to have some value and some standards to yourself. And I know it sounds hard, but listen to these conversations and see where you do need help. See where you do need to focus on the areas and the things that are controlling you. I remember one time, this man would disrespect me so bad. He would call me out my name, cuss me out. He would take things out the house and just leave. I remember one time going through this man's phone. First of all, he was hanging out with his friend's house at his friend's house not too far. Argued with me, had a big old pregnant belly and everything, and he left. Tell me why the man, when I looked on the phone bill or something I was able to look at, somehow iPhone, you're able to see the information and the contacts on your computer or something like that. And that's what I did. I saw the contact information on the computer. When I looked up the information on the
Mhm.
computer, there was somebody's name in his phone saved as baby. Now we know baby and babe and all these little words is endearing. It's an endearment. It's personal. It's intimate. Like, so I
You
was
ain't
like,
calling your
oh,
girl cousin or your grandma or your mama or your homeboy baby. You
baby,
ain't calling
right.
them that.
No, girl, when I tell you, I went into the contact and clicked on the name to see who he had saved as baby. A whole Canadian number? A whole Canadian number.
No shit.
And
No.
listen, I'm gonna give y'all an embarrassing moment. So tilt your head forward and let's get into it, okay? I'm gonna give you a whole embarrassing moment. Your girl, future husband, please do not be watching this. Please, whenever you future husband, leave this video alone. Future husband, okay? So, embarrassing moment. I called the Canadian number arguing with the girl. Now, y'all do not do this. That's low. That's your self-esteem, your value, your worth. You are way below zero to be calling other people and doing nonsense and crazy things. Let me tell you, she was cussing me. She was like, go ahead and keep him occupied for me. Stay over there playing house with him. With your fairy tale life and playing house over there with him. Keep him occupied because I have his heart since 2009. I'm the one who has his heart. Girl, I was so hurt. I was so hurt. Listen, I went in the bathroom and I was cussing and I stick my behind out and the phone by my behind and just like, yeah, I did it. So I don't care. I did it. What? I was young, stupid, and in love and thought I was doing the right thing. Yeah, that's what
So I think
happened.
that's a low point. That's definitely a
Very
low
low,
point. But are you low? No.
very
You're
low.
hurt and you reached a low point. I mean, we all know that's not the a healthy way to handle it. But I'm saying that's the kind of stuff that happens. So a lot of what we're saying is post you going through this. I mean, pre and post, right?
Pre and post. Yeah,
So we're telling you because if you haven't gone through it, most likely if you're with a narcissist, it's gonna pop up,
it's
right?
gonna happen.
And if
Brace
you
yourself.
have, don't feel shamed. Feel encouraged to carry on. You can get out of this. It's gonna hurt like hell. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna cry, put your head under the covers, stick your head in the sand, talk to a friend who actually will hear you a million times. Do what you got to do, but feel encouraged that you can leave. And the main thing is they're gonna circle the fucking block.
They're gonna
They're
reel you
gonna
back in.
circle the block, and they're going to use your the old them and sex as the currency.
But guess what though? Guess what? Guess what?
Well,
If y'all could relate, type in 8. Okay, I'm already saying it ahead of time because when I start saying this, I already know. If y'all could relate, type in 8. When you get to that point where it ain't even enjoyable no more, it's nasty now. No part of it is fun. No part of it is exciting. It's just you just want out now. All that charm, everything that was going on before that kept you there for so long,
Mm.
you don't want that no more. It's not enticing anymore. You're so disgusted that all you keep doing is planning an exit strategy. All you keep doing is trying to find a way to get out of this thing. I'm gonna tell y'all something. One more thing that it listen. They love to see you in the mud with them. They love to see you looking helpless and pitiful like them. I remember one night I was so disgusted and I was so disgusted with this man and he came for a transaction. Cause listen, it's a transaction at this point, right? He came for a transaction. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I took I asked for a bottle of wine or something. Give me something. Give me something to deal with this. Give me something. Numb me. Please numb me. I don't want to be here right now. Numb me, please. Listen, I asked for the bottle. I asked for something. And
Mm.
listen, I guapped it down so fast, thinking the faster I drank it is the faster it was gonna kick in. It's gonna work. It's gonna get the job done, and I could just get through this transaction because this transaction was so disgusted. It was like a monster, like literally a monster.
Mm.
Okay? When you get to these stages, I'm telling y'all, this beyond the bottom. This is below the bottom. You know how we go below zero in the temperature? Like it's super cold, it's beyond bearable. That's what these points are. And that's what we're sharing with y'all that we've been there. Been there. Y'all know I'm an open book. I'm a share and be honest with you. Let me tell you how bad it was that I drank that thing so fast, so much, and chuck it down so much. I started vomiting, y'all. I started vomiting. I started throwing up. It was horrible. I was so ashamed throwing up and vomiting because I was so ashamed. And guess what? He found so much pleasure in helping me to clean up. He was like, "It's okay. Like, what are you worried about? It's all
Because
right. I'll clean it up for you." Like he was like, because he would drink and get drunk all the time. And dude, this was normal for him. This was like a normal thing for him because he would get drunk and do this nonsense, get drunk and do this nonsense all the time and destroy the house and the malignant part of him, which we're gonna get into that next week, right? But he would do this and he was comforted, he was giving me comfort in what he was doing as a normal thing, right? Even though I was disgusted in it, he was telling me not to worry about it. It's okay. He will clean it up. And he was happy to go and clean it up because you know
because
what they
it's
do?
something that he can talk about later.
Exactly. Thank
When you
you.
said they want you as low as them, now this is the thing. You
Come
might
on
not
now.
see that they're low in stature. They might be wealthy, and against popular belief, majority of the narcissists are very intelligent. They are intelligent, um, especially like academic wise. Some of them have a lot of education and intelligence. They're not as stupid as people think. However, so you might see them living this fantastic life, or everybody living them, everybody loving them. But when the lowness is, they want to keep you beneath them, and if it takes for to cleaning up, yo, you got drunk and I had to clean up your throw up. That's a weapon formed against her. Or, oh, I had to do, remember you had a breakdown at the job, and I had to talk to you about this, or remember your family member did this to you, and I'm the one that did. It's all, the lowness is all about keeping you at a state where they can be in control in some kind of way. That's that lowness, because it may not be the same type of low, so just keep that in
Right.
mind.
Yes. Yes. I remember one incident where I wanted to just be intimate with him, not sexual, just intimate, just create an intimate scenery so we could just talk. But I wanted to do it without clothing. Like something different without clothing, just to sit down on the ground, candlelight, and just talk. That's it. That's all. But I wanted to do it without, just to create a different kind of atmosphere, to do something different, because I'm very creative and I like to explore myself. I like to explore. So I wanted to do something like that, so intimate and not sexual, but just create a moment to embrace. They don't know how to do that because they can't make a connection with you.
Mm.
So it's not going to be, it would never be that, because they don't know how to make a connection with you. They don't know how to embrace and nurture you, and to connect with the softer side of you. And that's what I wanted to do. And that was me, like, holding on to the last straw, trying
Mhm.
to give this thing a try, trying to put some light into this thing, and just say, okay, let me try to create a scenery or something. But the thing about it is that I could look at him, I could just give him a look, girl, and that thing would be risen. Okay, I could just look at that man, just give him a look, or even just the sound of my voice, he'll be risen. He was that, like, I don't know what it was, but the narcissist in him was horrible. But if I look at that man funny, he was ready. He was like, you know what you're doing to me. I was like, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes then. What am I do? Like, and just joke around about it. But it was just, I could walk past and just touch him, like, listen, okay? But the one thing I could tell you is, regardless of how that it might seem like something good, let me tell you the worst part to something like that, okay? The worst part is trying to create that intimacy with them, but they don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Mm. 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 Mm.
They do not want to have. It don't matter. You could do all of this thing, and it might look, oh my God, girl, you're the girl for me. Like, a man would say that. Like, I wish if a woman would be doing what you're doing to me. Like, damn, he had all of that, and you plus that. But guess what? You do not mean nothing to
Mm.
them. Like, you don't mean nothing to these people. Okay? Let me be the one to tell you. So it don't matter what you think you're doing, or you think you got it, or you think by you just touching them or just looking at them funny, you got them aroused. Let me tell you something. Yeah, you might got that, but you do not have an emotional connection. You have
Yep.
an emotionally unavailable person, okay? That is heartless, that is emotionless, that does not feel, that does not love, and does not know how to love you. You know, one of the worst things, something that I like to do, was when he was washing the dishes, because I'm not a lover for dishes. And I know I said that before in previous videos, that I'm that woman, I don't like washing dishes. And I'm open about it, I'm honest about it. Okay. I know me. And you need to know me too, whenever that time is, right? But I don't like washing dishes. And he would be in the kitchen washing the dishes at times. And I would just try to do something nice, like just play with him. I would try to go and stand behind him and just hug him, or just try to cuddle with him or something. And he would do one of these numbers. He would brace me, elbow me off of him, like brace me. And I'm like, why you bracing me? And he'd be like, I'm washing the dishes. I'm trying to do something. And I'm just like, damn. So I will get rejected. I will constantly get rejected. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes now, guys will ask me, like, are you affectionate? Wink, wink. Are you romantic? Wink, wink. Right? Or you all these things. And I would rather not answer these things. I would rather not answer, because I could show you better than I could tell you. And I'd rather see how we respond to each other than me giving you a checklist of the things to look out for me. No, get to know me. And you, through conversation, through getting to know me, you'll know a lot more than you just asking me checklist questions. Okay?
Because earlier you said, hold up, did I just lose my train of thought? Like, he would come, I would be cooking dinner. So my routine was, I would come home from work, come to his house from work, cook dinner, and make lunch. So when he got home, I would just wash out his lunch containers, pack his lunch, have his dinner, chill, and go home. And it was really like a leave it to Beaver thing, because he would come in and show me so much love. But when when he started to devalue me, and I didn't know what the valuing was, and I did not know what was happening, because if this would have happened before, I would have been like, oh, I would have just played it off and left, and you never would see me again, because I'm really good for that. But he came in and he said like this. I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm cooking dinner. I was like, "It's almost done. Get yourself prepared." He was like, "Thanks." And I was like,
Old.
"What the fuck was that?" And so I said, because I'm also a communicator, no embrace, no nothing, no. He was like, "Well, didn't we pray this morning? Didn't I come back?" And I was like, he was like, "I'm just so tired, and I just wanted to drop this bag down." And he was so tired, but he had a list of excuses why he didn't do that. And then he said, "Oh, come," and put his. See, narcissists change you, because I would have just said, "This is how I do things." I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and I act like everything is all right. And when I don't, but as soon as I leave, you best to believe. Usually, when I say, "All right, take care," you're never gonna see me again. And I do
That's
it
what
so
I'm
smooth they don't
saying.
understand. So
And with
yeah,
them, it's different. Like with them, they get you hooked. It's an addiction, y'all. It's an addiction. Because like I said earlier, right? You look at me funny, I'm out.
I
You say
wanted to
the
be
wrong thing and
recycled
I'm out.
supply. I needed to be recycled supply because I needed to stop feeling pain. I just wanted to feel that love. Like girl, I wanted to just lay next to. I just wanted to feel what I felt. I could have been using methadone. I needed him
That high.
bad. I just I wish he would call me. I wish I was recycle supply. I was watching all these damn TikTok videos saying they come back around, they come back around. I'm like, when is he gonna come? Because I'm going. When? I wished I needed him. I I needed him in every single cell. He needed to be the nucleus of what it was. And it never happened.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
desire, that burn, that magnetic attraction, that's how they make you feel in the beginning, though.
Yep. And like I always say, it's like a crackhead. When they get that first hit, they always want to get back that first hit. So they chase it and they want more and they want more and they keep going and they keep going and they keep going because they're chasing, they want to get back that first hit. And it's the same thing with the narcissist. Whatever they did to you in the beginning, like I told you out about the Jesus thing, like Jesus, like you screamed out Jesus, like damn, you think I'm Jesus? Oh shit,
Right?
damn.
They
Right?
just put another head
But
on your shoulders.
come on now, a whole responsibility at that, saving the world like that, huh? So So if you, but that's the thing, man. I talk about this in another video. I said about them overpraising you. Okay, that was an overpraise. That was an overpraise. But guess what? When you don't know healthy boundaries, when you don't know healthy relationships, when you don't know healthy communications, you won't know what you're looking for. You won't know. And this could happen to anybody. Anyone could get caught up in something like this, right? Because it's not knowing signs to look out for. It's not hearing these conversations because your mama not gonna have these conversations with you. You're not gonna hear it at home. You're really not. So sometimes it's not until you go out in the world and get tripped up, then you'll be able to hear these conversations or have your own experience. You'll be like, I'm gonna share this with someone else. And here I am as an example of someone who went through all these things on my own out here in life trying to figure it out. And I don't have a big sister where I could go to and talk to about stuff. And to be honest with you, my friends will come to me for advices. They will come to me to talk to me about things. They will come to me to see because I'm the one researching things. I'm the one picking up more information and getting more knowledge on stuff. So they will come to me. So who do I turn to? Who do I get information and help from? I don't. I really don't. So a lot of times I appreciate YouTube and all these other platforms out here, TikTok, all these communities that has given us an opportunities who want to be brave to come out and to be a face and a voice of reason for other people who did not get this opportunity to do it.
And
Um,
truth be told, sorry to interrupt you,
Go ahead.
if I didn't run into TikTok, I wasn't on TikTok before the narcissist. If I didn't run into TikTok, I would probably be in the insane asylum. because I knew what narcissism was. I knew all these things, but I didn't know this. I had no idea that they were. It was a movie by Denzel Washington in it. I don't know if anybody can recall this movie, but you remember this movie where he can see demons, and he will walk down the street, and a demon would jump in this body, and when he look at the face, their face would be distorted, and you touch them, and they will walk into another body, and they will walk into another body, until one day he was walking down the street, and every third person was a demon. That's like the narcissist. Or that movie, The Devil's Advocate. If you ever remember that with Keanu Reeves. And he looked at Keanu. And Keanu would look at these seemingly wonderful colleagues and friends of his, and they were demonic. Their faces would be distorted. You would think you have no idea how many people are walking around that are dangerous sociopathic narcissists.
Don't give,
So
you
I
know
tell
what?
people
Don't
to
give them the key.
arm
Don't give them the
yourself.
key.
You gotta arm yourself. You have because you know what? If you've been robbed, what's the next course of action? To put tools in your back pocket to protect yourself. Your house
Security
ain't gonna get
cameras.
robbed 3 times and you don't put security cameras up. I'm not saying don't love. Of course you're still gonna buy another TV if it breaks. Of course you're gonna have a party at your house, but you have tools to safeguard guard you against the 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 um the criminals. And that's the narcissist. That's exactly who they are. And they're around. Like I had this position where I didn't want to deal with that. I was so hurt. I didn't, and I still don't. I don't want to deal with that because I still have to build up a lot inside of me to trust. Now I'm totally forgiven, but you know what? I feel like I had consensual sex because of characteristics and actions that was shown to me. And then I was having sex with a whole complete stranger. I almost feel like I was raped. If you think about it, my consent wasn't for this. So I can't right now I can't see going into something else because now I just feel like I need to safeguard not only my heart, my mind, but this body.
But you know what? We really need to recognize that it's not to hop from a relationship to a relationship, from one to the next to the next. That's not what the whole point is. It's not. You are here literally fighting for your soul. Your soul is being pulled and up for gamble in so many different ways that if you don't really know what forces you are fighting up against, you will get sucked in and you will be destroyed. And I know many people don't like to hear about spirituality and souls, but you see, soul tie, it's so real.
They are real.
It's so real. And let me tell y'all something. The more you go through this healing process, and I'm going to be putting out some information, I'm going to be coming up with within the next week. Y'all give me about a week or two, the most. And I'm going to provide a free content for you guys, a free content, a free guide to help you guys, to help you to decipher what you're going to do. This would help you to zero in on making some decisions. Guys, I'm not charging anything for this. This is for you to help you to make a decision. I have my partner who is working with me in private to take care of this matter, and we're going to get this thing together. Okay? But I promise you, I'm going to get you something that's going to help you to make a sound decision. And when you make this decision, y'all, stick to it. No matter the consequences, no matter the pain involved, no matter the withdrawal symptoms involved,
Mm.
deal with it. If you guys are not following me on TikTok already, I have a lot of fun on TikTok. I have daily videos, at least 3 or 4, 3 minimum is my daily post on TikTok. Okay. 3 daily.
Mhm.
Most times 4 or 5 videos I have on TikTok. And I'm going to tell y'all something that I did. I went into my phone and I found a video that I did exactly 30 days after leaving the narcissist. Exactly 30 days. I have a whole video in my phone recording myself after I left the narcissist, 30 days after. But these videos, these knowledge, these calendars, these diaries, create them, guys. Write it down, document these things. Even if today you don't feel like doing, write it. Today I don't feel like doing anything. What? Listen, guys, I promise you. When I watched that video over and I saw it last night, I had to post it. If y'all go to my TikTok right now, you could see where this is how I look in the video.
Mhm.
And I thought I was fine. I thought I was okay in that video. So can you imagine? But I was going, my anxiety. Like I was trying to stay calm. This is me in the video. Guys, I'm going to keep my hands still. Okay. So I just don't want to talk with my hands. But this is me in the video thinking that I'm okay. But
Mhm.
yeah, I know what was happening to me. It was 30 days out. And I wanted to make a video for my 30 days being making a decision in 2020, October 30th. The video is labeled. I left the information on the top of the video. What was it like 30 days after leaving the narcissist? I was having withdrawal symptoms. So I know what you guys are experiencing when you're having withdrawal symptoms. I posted a whole video on my TikTok showing what I was looking like 3 years ago, having withdrawal symptoms. And this is me in the video, just like, yeah. And you guys can talk and fumbling on my words. And I'm not saying it because I thought I was okay then. Thought I was having disorder, stress. There you go, PTSD. Listen, guys, check out the video. It's the same name, Healing Your Silence. My name is straight across the board. Go check out the video. Look at Nessa now. And look at Nessa now. And that's what I want you to see. Look at Nessa right now. And you could see growth. You could see the level of confidence. And that's why I'm so key on zero in on rebuilding your confidence. Listen, because I know I once was that person who was suffering, who was going through the sufferation and having separation anxiety. And what I had to do is that Jezebel spirit that was on me, that Leviathan succubus, that succubus spirit succubus spirit is like a leash. It sticks to you and it sucks you dry. Those were the things that I was fighting against, y'all. So when I tell you about what I'm going through and what I experienced, it is so real. These were the things that I had to fight against. I had to sit down and pray and fast. Fasting was my best friend. My body became so immune to fasting that every Wednesday, without a doubt, I was fasting. My body was just fasting without me even saying I'm going to do anything. I was naturally fasting every Wednesday. And I'm saying this because I know you guys need tools. I know you need help going through these things, and you might feel like there's no help and there's no one to talk to and there's no direction where you could go. I'm giving it to you, okay? I'm giving it to you raw, uncut, unedited, live right now, okay? I was going through it. I, and they know that sex is the weapon because they already used it to control you. They know that's the weapon. Let me tell you, I had to fight against this succubus spirit, okay? Because it was sucking my soul dry. I had to fight against the Jezebel spirit because it was sucking my soul dry. And what happened is how I recognized the spirit and I had to pray against it was that when I came in contact with the man, it don't matter if I'm in a store shopping or shopping store, whatever. But when I came in contact with them, my lower part of my body, my private, will have some form of, like, it got excited, like, woohoo! Hey, I see you. My stomach would be like, ah, going crazy. I had to get serious about it. I had to be very intentional about it because I recognized it and I realized that it was something really real. I had to become so intentional. So this way, I'm not operating in that spirit. I'm not operating with the lower part of my body, but I'm operating up here. I had to become so intentional. And it's hard to just focus on here. But if you want it, you will do it. If you want it, you will do. I promise you, you will do it. So I had to start thinking about my mental and focus on my mental well-being because I was mentally clouded. It was foggy in my head, and it was like a that snowball that's spinning the snowball. That's how it was. And it was just so, this is how my thoughts, my everything in my head was going around just like this. And let me tell you, it takes time for all that, but guess what? It will settle. It will. I promise you, it will settle. It will. I went through it. I remember going to Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's, one of them, and I wanted to get some sandals. The guy that was at the counter, I felt that spirit hit me off of him. So I knew he's carrying that spirit as well. You understand? Because the spirit is going to recognize each other. And that's what you guys need to understand. I know I'm not talking too much of spirituality on here, but I know this thing as well inside out. I'm just not probably not talking about it a lot. I felt the connection there too. You understand? And what I had to do, you funny laughing at me, right? But you know I'm being transparent on here, right? But that spirit hit me. And I went home and I prayed because I recognized it. I prayed. I started to fast against it. Remove this lusting spirit from me. Remove this spirit from me because that was important to me because I can't be just accepting anything that comes my way. No. I have standards and I'm selective. I'm not, no, nope, nope, and nope. I just had to be intentional about getting better. I had to be very intentional. So I encourage you guys to become intentional about what you want to do. And don't think that $5, $50, $200 is you can never put a price on getting better. You cannot put a price tag on getting better. But I'm going to put together this thing. My partner and I, we're going to put it together and we're going to give it to you for free to make a decision. If you need more than that, we'll take it from there. But for now, that's what we're going to do. I appreciate you guys so much. I had to pray. Now, people wonder how it's been 2 years and I have not been intimate with anybody. But your girl gotta just, preserve herself. Be very intentional about it too. It will happen. I've proven it. I'm doing it. Okay? Relax. What you think you're in a rush for, what you think you can't live without, is your flesh overpowering your spirit. Okay? What you think you can't do without and what you can't live without, it starts in the mind. Renew your mind. Renew your mentality. It's gonna help you to renew your strength. Okay? Start feeding the spirit. Start nurturing your spirit. Because your flesh is lusting after earthly things. Your flesh lusts after earthly things. Your spirit, on the other hand, needs spiritual food. Okay? A man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded from the mouth of God. That means you need to give your body spiritual food. I know y'all wasn't ready for that, but okay, I'm a back up. But you can rewind the video and you can catch this back again, okay? But I'm being honest with y'all. I'm telling you what I did. I'm giving you the sauce. I'm giving it to you right here. Get into it, okay? Follow me on TikTok if you're not doing so already. Get into the videos. I give it raw. Sometimes I have story time on there. Sometimes I share stuff and I do it. And I come on here every Friday night and we get into it just like this. Okay. I don't want to keep y'all much longer. Okay. But I so appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. It was beautiful. I noticed you guys a little bit quiet in the comment section, but y'all here though. And that I appreciate because it tells me that you're tuned in and that you're listening and you're really receiving this information. You're getting food from this. And that's what I want to give you food, real food. Okay. We got to do this. We got to work together. There's too many of us getting waxed off this earth. Now I'm going to be raw with it. I know I do that. Okay. I do that. It's too much of us getting the short end of the stick. It's too much of us giving up so quick. It's too much of us feeling that there's not hope again. There's not love again. Let me tell you something. That's a lie. That's a whole lie. Love does exist. Love did not hurt you. The narcissist hurt you. The person pretending to love you hurt you. Love didn't do nothing to you. Don't go around here talking about, oh, I'm not loving nobody again. I no loving no. Don't love a body. Love yourself. You're right. Don't love nobody. Love yourself. You're right. Love didn't do nothing to you. Love didn't hurt you. Love is free. It's free. Free. It didn't hurt you. But you gave your power to them to hurt you. You gave them the key to your heart to hurt you. You didn't let them prove themselves that they were worthy to be so close to you, to be in that intimate space with you, for you to be vulnerable with them. You gave them too much too soon. Let them hang out, let them wait and show you they are worthy of being with you or being around you or being in your space. Protect yourself, have your standards, have your boundary, and keep them in place. Don't wait for a man to be in your life for you to start having boundaries. He would already know you don't have none. He already know. But I can't tell you guys this enough. What we're doing is beneficial, is helpful. It's helping me talking about it more. And that's the thing. If you notice, I'm not waiting for a man to come around to use anything. A man could come and check out my whole channel. Okay? Check out my channel. Look here. I don't do you. Whatever works for you. I'm still me. And that's what you guys can't. Don't be scared of nothing. Okay? Don't be scared. Stace, I know I've been yapping for a minute, so I'ma just let it go and let you chime back in. I'm
No,
sorry,
you
love.
fine.
Guys, how they do it? I'm like the worst at this. That's a heart, right? It looks like
I don't know. It kind of look like an arrow, but that's okay too. You know, go and get yours.
okay, I'm a droid. I'm a droid.
There you go.
There you go. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Stacy, do you have any closing words for us as we wrap up and get out of here tonight? Is there anything? If you're supposed to leave one message with us tonight, guys, please hit the like button if you haven't already done so. I thank y'all so much for doing this already. If
I'm
you haven't
sorry
done so,
for
please hit the like button.
I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
for
Go
all
ahead,
the
Stacy.
moving. I just want to
Nah,
let
you
you guys
fine.
know that there's no shame in the relationship which you had or you're having with the narc. Even if you're still there, it's no shame. It is ways out. It's okay to feel how you feel. Um, you know, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all go through things. This is more of a learning experience. Um, so I just want you to keep on going. I want you to, like Nessa said, journal, do whatever. If you don't want to pick up a pen and a pencil, use your phone and just do the voice recorder. But and I want you to go back to that every 2 weeks. Go back to it. Set milestones, achievements that you do, whether you're preparing to leave the narcissist or you already left. Make a list of achievements that will help set you free. But no shame. And another thing is, you're not always going to have someone who will plug in with you, who you can use as an outlet. A lot of people don't understand. So sometimes you're going to be by yourself in this if you don't have a network of support. And just remember, people just don't understand. They just don't take it seriously. They think this is a regular breakup when it's not. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Nothing is wrong with you. You wasn't stupid. You wasn't silly. You wasn't a pushover. They usually pick their victims because they're totally different than who they are, and they want to be like you. So, recognize that, and go into that. They picked you because they seen something special. And because they decided to extract it and use it and throw it away, that special is still there. So just, lean on that. And that you have, like, collectively, you have an enormous amount of people praying for all of you who are in that situation, or have exited that situation, and still is not where you want to be in your healing process. You have collectively, you have people who are actually rooting for you, praying for you. And that's it.
I appreciate you so much, guys. Check in the comment section. If you guys please take a moment, look in the comment section. You can find Stacy's handle. So I just put a link in the comment section below. It's Bathing in Blessings. I know I said it earlier, but this is the link. I just put it in the comment section. So you could just easily, we're gonna be getting off here in a couple of seconds, right? But just go ahead and make a click onto the link. It's Bathing in Blessings on TikTok. So you can go ahead and follow Stacy. She got a lot of gems on there, y'all. Like, she have so many gems on educating you on narcissism. I'm not the only one. And you guys know I'm nowhere near selfish, and I'm open to sharing information, sharing as much as I can, because the more knowledge and information you have, the better equipped you will be to go out and take on this world. Okay? So I so appreciate you guys so much. Go ahead and check out Stacy on TikTok at Bathing in Blessings. Guys, I thank y'all so much. Thank you guys so much. Again, it's your girl Nessa, healing your silence. Okay. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for being here and supporting me constantly. I love you guys all so much. You guys have been an inspiration. You guys have been my motivation. You guys have motivated me so much you don't understand. Because whether or not I want to, I do it because I enjoy doing it. So I appreciate you guys so much. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful night. May God bless you. May He protect you. May He give you that spirit of discernment so you will be better equipped to handle spiritual attacks and spiritual forces when they come up against you. Because in the scriptures, it says when it comes, not if it comes. So put on the whole armor of God so that when the enemy comes, you can withstand it, because it's not if it's going to come, it's when it comes. Okay. So be prepared, be ready to handle this thing, because you are bold, you are beautiful, you were made to handle this thing. Don't think that what you're going through is by accident. Don't think that what you're going through wasn't meant for you to go through. You went through this because you have a purpose and you have a mission and you have things to do. So don't sit there and cry and sob over what you're going through. Take it as an opportunity to find your blessing so you could be more focused on your purpose. The more you are in tune with who you are, is the closer you become to your purpose. The things that you love, the things that you don't like, these are the things you need to assess these things so you can figure out who is it that you need to help. And then you'll be able to walk into your purpose. Take it from someone who's been there, who's living it, breathing it every day. I go through my healing process. I went through it. I did it because it's necessary. I didn't know it was so important until I had no choice but to do it. I encourage you guys so much. And I know sometimes I get overly excited and passionate, because I am very passionate about this. Very passionate. I don't like to see people getting hurt. I don't like to see people getting taken advantage of. I don't like to see people being abused, disrespected. I just feel like I gotta say something or gotta do something. I don't know. I just feel like it just like, guys, I don't know. It's just in my nature. I don't like it. I really don't. I have a short fuse for something like that. So I encourage you guys to find something that you're passionate about. Start doing it. Start getting to know yourself again. And do not be scared of the dating world. As a matter of fact, be equipped. Okay? It's just like taking on a new career. Don't be scared of it. Educate yourself on it so that you can handle it when you get it. That's it. It seems scary because you're looking at the big picture. But remember, you know you want to be a doctor. Let's just use this as an example. You know you want to be a doctor, but in order to become a doctor, you need to take small classes and pass each semester. So that's how they break it down into pieces. Take that same skill, take these same attributes into being whatever you want to become. Take these same attributes, break it up into bite-sized pieces because you know where your destination is. You know where the ultimate goal is and what you're trying to accomplish. Take it in small, bite-sized pieces. You guys will be just fine. You're already doing a fantastic job by not giving up. By showing up every day, you're already doing an amazing job. And I applaud you guys so much. I get tests too. I go through the fights. I go through it myself. But I'm going to stand here because I don't give up so easily. The enemy wants to get you weary and rocky and to take you out. Don't go out like that. That's not you. You know better. And you know the force that's behind you. So it don't matter how hard and rugged and rough the road ahead looks. The one who's behind you created that road. So why you don't think he will take you through it? He will take you through it. He will get you to your destination. He got plans for you, but he needs you to go through the rough times. He needs you to go through the rocky times. He needs you to get through this experience because it's important for you to go through this experience and get through it so you'll be able to be a testament. A testimony for this. My phone died. So you'll be able to testify to this thing, and this will be your testimony. So you have to go through the test so you can testify about what you experience. You guys will be just fine. I know I went off on a tantrum. I'm sorry. But I appreciate you guys. I so do. I love you guys so much. You see, it feels like a warm hug. It was so warm hug. Just love it on you guys so much. It warms my heart because I feel good knowing that I'm not afraid to share. It's okay. It's okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. You guys be blessed. Have an amazing night. Be beautiful, be bold, be strong, be confident, be courageous. Have an outstanding weekend. Be safe, y'all. There's too many things happening out here. Be safe. Go out to your destination. I pray that He will protect you, bring you to and forth your destination. Have an amazing night. On your way out, guys, minding your business. Welcome. Good night. My first time seeing your name. Good night. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Right. On your way out, guys, do not forget to hit the like button. Thank you. You guys have done an amazing job. Kaya, I hope you're still here. And if not, you watch the replay to see that I did shout you out, Kaya. I love you all so much, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Let me just drop some hearts in the comment section, y'all. Good night. Oh, my phone died. Let me try it on the computer. Lord, my phone died. Good night, guys. Good night, good night. I just have to type because the only thing is that on the computer, I don't get the emojis, and I like emojis. It's more, personal. So I'm gonna just write it a couple of times. Love you all. Love all. You see what I'm telling you about? The emojis just eliminate all this spelling errors and stuff. Be safe, y'all. Be safe, be safe, be safe. I love you all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in with me tonight. Good night. Good night.